put your Gila in chat. What is the Gila for? Most I can do with this T3 or not. Let me check it out. Just give me a second here. So I killed those. We killed everything that does EM damage. We need to knock that off. Harrowing. No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no. No, no, no. Don't do this. Don't, no. No, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no. No, no. No! Just, no! Oh, God. Who told you this was a good idea? Healing Defeater Hita. Mark it and never ever use it. Your alliance told you this was a good idea? Okay, well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but your alliance don't know what they're talking about. This Gila will die as soon as you take it into a tier 4. It can survive a lot of tier 3 rooms. However, tier 3 rooms exist that will just hard kill this thing. And I'm going to tell you why. Oh, God. I'm tempted to make a clip and name it Hateless Passive Gila. Yeah, you should probably do that. We can link it. Every time somebody mentions a passive Gila, we can just link that reaction. Perfect. Anyways, let's simulate this fitting. Let's see what it is good at. First off, I don't have the CPU to fly it. That sucks. Second, I'll get the numbers for max skills. Give me a second here. Buck or Bash, where are you at? So, assuming you have the maximum possible skills for this. Let's look at Buck. Buck is going to simulate this. Buck has every single skill that could possibly be useful to this Gila to 5, by the way. So we can compare this. So you have 50,000 HP. You have really good resists. You get to move. You're actually cap stable, which is cool. Means you can do all kinds of abyss. This is cool. You're bringing in the all kinds of drones. So you got a little bit of everything. You're not even specific to abyss. You just got a little bit of everything, and I take it you're pretty happy about that. You can do all abyss up to tier 3. However, your signature weight radius is the size of a blue whale flying through space, meaning every single gun's going to hit you like a truck, and it's significantly worse on this character, by the way. So if you don't have all the skills, if we compare this without skills, it's 260 versus a 248. And then your passive regen, you get 117 HP per second. This sounds cool. This sounds really cool on paper. And then what's going to happen is sooner or later, you're going to get the room that has, sooner or later, you're going to get the room that has webifiers and newts and the Karen battleship. You can deal with one or the other. You can deal with the webs. You can deal with the newts. You cannot deal with both. Because when you try and deal with the other one's going to smack you. Try and deal with the newts first, the webs are going to smack you. You try and deal with the webs first, the newts are going to smack you. I have heard of pilots surviving in that encounter. However, it is rare and I don't see it more often. So the increased signature radius makes Karen hit you harder. If you get webbed, you get slowed down, and then the newts get to hit you. And then the second that you get tickled by a newt with this passive Gila fit, what happens is with that 0.5 cap, you have to shut something off. So the second you get tickled by a newt, one hardener's off. You're running on one hardener now. And your cap regen is in peak. So you're not even going to be able to sustain that anymore. You're going to run out eventually. And then next, you're taking damage from a Karen right now, by the way. Your big survival is keeping the velocity up. That's what's going to keep you alive. Next, your other guy gets shut down. You're at like 10% capacitor. You're trying to do everything to keep this afterburner alive. You've killed the energy neutralizers even. And you're working on the webifiers. And you're just trying your best to keep things alive. We almost lost a drone. Trying your best to keep things alive. Now this gets shut off. And you're at 5% capacitor. You're sitting there waiting for your capacitor to regen so that you can activate the prop mod to get moving again. You're now moving nowhere. You have no resist, and Karen is hammering you. You're dead. That's what happens every time to a passive Gila. That was before the most recent change. Now we have the Citadel spawns, we have the Marshall spawns, and we have the Sanchez spawns, which all kill this build. They're all hard counters of this build. Do not fly passive Gila. And then we'll go and check out the an active Gila. Why is this more successful? Why is this able to deal with the tank? It's an active fit. It's got the same capacitor deficit. It's got the same resist. It's got the same speed. Everything's the same. Oh, it's cheaper too. Dangerous, can you do that? It's also cheaper, even with a nice module. So we have a lot of the same stats. One thing that we have that Gila does not is a cap battery. This gives you E-War resistance, making sure Cliff should be whitelisted. I agree. Can you permit him for that? I'll get them whitelisted after this. Or repost it. Thank you. But what this ship has is it has a cap battery, and the non-electrical variant has 2 cap batteries, making it super stable. The non-electrical variant is actually I have a blinged non-electrical variant on my Eve workbench, which is my tier 6 build, or Fonsui's tier 6 build, because I kind of derived it from his and kind of adjusted it to mine. But basically we do a cap battery, and this gives us E-War resistances, so we get a minus 27% bonus to how much E-War damage we take, so we take less cap pressure when we do take pressure. This also extends our cap significantly. Instead of having the it's literally double the cap. So I have 1800 cap on Buck with max skills, by the way. This character doesn't have max skills, so we have double the cap. We look at the cap value on both of these characters. They're both open. We literally have twice the cap. Our faster is double. That means when newts hit us, we can kind of ignore them a bit longer. And we have a similar HP regen per second. Our shield boost rate is similar to the passive regen of this guy, right? But what we can do that build cannot is we can actually overheat. If we simulate this, we can actually overheat the booster and get additional reps should we need it. And then we can also overheat the hardeners, and there's no reason ever that the prop mod will ever get shut off, because if we want to save cap or conserve cap, we can just shut off the booster and then run passive for the time being and bleed shields. We don't have an insane shield, but we can bleed through like 50% of our shields while we're dealing with the cap problem, and then pulse this as needed to keep ourselves alive. And then that gives you a much stronger cap. We get 10 extra gigajoules a second, which is enough to deal with a lot of pressure. And yeah, it works better. And here, check out these price tags. They're the same price. This one has a bunch of loot in it, by the way. So if we don't include the loot, I believe I have it saved here as dirty. No. The baby? Yeah, so this is the fit. So it's 337 versus your passive fit is actually the same price at 345. So it's the same cost for a lot more survivability. And did I mention the cherry on top? See this module right here? The shield power relay. This guy sucks your cap away, kind of ruins your life, and it takes a low slot, right? We don't need that on the active Gila. We can do 3 drone damage amplifiers. You do more damage, you're going to clear sites faster and have a better day.